It is the top of the 10 o'clock hour in the East. The NBA draft is 20 picks in. I'm Chris Hassel. That is Amanda Guerra. Our coverage of the NBA draft here on HQ is presented by Jeep. The Miami Heat, maybe the most overachieving team of the season last year, definitely in the bubble.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have a new player in Precious Achiuwa. He is headed officially to South Beach. The 6'9", 225 forward out of Memphis, the second selection out of Memphis here in the top 20. Of course, his teammate James Wiseman went number 2 overall to the Warriors. Precious Achiuwa, the ACC Player of the Year, also the Freshman of the Year, and the only D1 freshman to average a double-double this season. Let's bring in our Gary Parrish to get the grade on Precious Achiuwa, headed to Miami. Gary?
I'd give it an A- only because I did have R.J. Hampton higher than him on my board. R.J. Hampton still available and would actually fill a need in Miami, given that Goran Dragic is getting older and also a free agent, but everybody expects him back there. Beyond that, Kendrick Nunn got basically played out of the rotation in the postseason, so a guard would have been sensible, but again, Precious Achiuwa is second on my big board heading into that pick, so he makes a lot of sense. Given where I live in Memphis, I've seen him a lot. He was terrific in his 1 year of school. 6'8", 6'9", combo forward. Came to Memphis to play beside James Wiseman. When James Wiseman quit the team the week before Christmas, Precious had to be a small ball 5. And he was awesome. And in theory, he can be a small ball 5 for Miami. You put him and Bam Adebayo in the same front court, you're talking about two guys that really get after it and possess, at least in theory with Precious, someday the skill set to really create some dynamic lineups. This is an obviously smart thing for Miami to do. And for Precious, I love it. One of the most important things, and Avery would tell you this as well, when you get selected as a rookie is where do you fit? What kind of culture is already in place? You could argue there's no better culture in the NBA right now than in Miami. So Precious probably went a little lower than he would have liked, but he's going to be real happy where he ended up.
All right, Avery Johnson. He definitely likes that pick there from Gary Parrish. Let's bring in Avery to talk about this. Miami fans, how should they feel about this, and how should they feel about the Heat moving forward?
They should be thrilled with this pick. And when you look at the Miami Heat front office led by Pat Riley, this is a front office that have had an amazing success historically over Pat Riley's tenure with the Miami Heat. They know what they're doing. When you talk about franchises like the Spurs and the New England Patriots, Pittsburgh Steelers, the Saints in football, and you talk about the Lakers historically in basketball, you can lump the Mavericks in there. Solid franchises that don't quit on their coaches after the coaches or the team have a bad season. So this is about a culture pick. Everybody cannot function and matriculate on a day in and day out basis in the Miami Heat's environment. So I watched Precious Achiuwa. I had a game on CBS Sports Network when they played against Tulane Green Wave in New Orleans. He went for 20 and 20. This kid is a man-child. He's tough, he's physical, and it also protects them that when Bam Adebayo is out of the game, you have somebody that's similar in stature that can play that hard, tough, hard-nosed defense, finishes around the basket, and he will become a much improved three-point shooter.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.